Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am filming a little bit later than usual. It's almost 8 o'clock here. This could not wait, and when I tell you that I went nuts when I saw this, so many of you guys were tagging me on Instagram, and this basically got dropped out of nowhere. Someone was able to pick this up at their local Sephora. They shared a photo, and then everybody went crazy. Trend Mood reposted it. So when I tell you I've been on the hunt, honey, I've been hunting and searching high and low to try to find this product, and I got lucky. So I got the new Patrick Ta Major Headlines Blush Palette. This is probably one of the most exciting holiday releases for me personally. If you've been following me for a while, it is no surprise that I am obsessed with the Patrick Ta blush duos. They are blush duos that have a cream and a powder blush. There's 4 different shades. I own them all. I bought them all. I have raved about them time and time again. So when I saw that there was a holiday palette with 3 new shades, I knew that I had to do a review. So many of you guys were tagging me on Instagram, and I love it because you guys know my obsession with blush, but also this formula. These colors, when I tell you, you're gonna scream. They're very vibrant. I feel like they're very inclusive. Everybody will be able to use this. I'm gonna do comparisons. We're gonna do swatches, close-ups, and we're gonna try these on. If it's the same formula as his original double take blush duos, I know that I'm gonna love this. I'm gonna tell you the price. The only thing I don't know is when it's coming to the Sephora app or Sephora online. I can't seem to find it, so I would suggest if you want it now, call your local Sephora, see if they have it. Another option would be just waiting for the sale, and you can get 20% off. The sale is in about 3 weeks, so just keep that in mind. So before I keep rambling, let's go ahead and jump into this video. If you're new here, I hope you'll subscribe, and if you like videos like this, trying out brand new releases, please give this video a thumbs up. I will link everything down below that I'm wearing on my face, and then if I can link this, or when I can, I will link this as well, and let's go ahead and begin. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the product. This is the limited edition palette of 3 Major Headlines Double Take Cream and Powder Blush shades. Endless looks from playful to provocative with these new vibrant color duos of luminous cream and velvety powder blush. So you're gonna get 3 cream blushes and 3 powder blushes that correspond. So 6 total pans in here, and this retails for $58 USD. I did see someone else mention that it was $75 Canadian, if that helps you guys out. So in terms of the packaging, it is the typical Patrick Ta packaging with the rose gold, and on the back you have the details. Now I want to talk size comparisons. So I have the original double take blush duos here, and I want to kind of compare how much you're getting. Now I will say most of the time you're not panning blushes, at least I'm not. I tend to pan more so like bronzers or powders. So blushes, because I love them so much and I have so many, I don't mind that you get a little bit less. I really think the price point is great. $58, and you get 3 different colors, and they're all brand new. I'm very glad that they're brand new too, because I was hoping that he wasn't going to give us repeats. So in the original blush duos, you get 6 grams of cream product and you get 4 grams of powder product. And in the blush palette, you get 3 grams of cream product and 3.3 grams of powder product. So you're definitely getting less product per blush duo in the palette, but you're paying $58 for 3 different shades, whereas one of his original blushes is $34. So I actually think this is priced really nicely. Even 2 of these duos would be $68. I mean, that's more than this being $58. So I like the price point. I don't think that it's outrageous, and wait till you see the shades. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. So the packaging on this is the shiny rose gold. I'm actually wearing his eyeshadow palette today. It's the same exact packaging, same exact component, just different inside. So when you open it up, you see, ta-da, look at these shades. They're so beautiful. You see the 3 powders and then the 3 creams. This does have a sort of acrylic or plastic flap, and that's gonna keep the creams from drying out and also getting the powders into the cream. So that's something you see also with like Natasha Denona. So it's not anything new, but I do think that it's nice to kind of keep things clean and organized so it doesn't all kind of get together. So these 3 shades are brand new, which I was so excited about. So I want to swatch them and then swatch them next to the original shades so that you can see if you do have some of the original shades, if you would like to pick up this palette, or if it's too similar for your taste. Okay, so here are swatches from the limited edition palette. So it looks like we have She's a Doll on top, She's Vibrant in the center, and She's Baked on the bottom. Okay, so I've swatched the original shades next to the palette. So the palette is here, these are the new shades, and then the original shades are over here. So on the top we have She's That Girl, in the middle we have Do We Know Her, which is that like creamsicle, and on the bottom we have She's So LA. So She's So LA looks close to the baked one, but I feel like She's So LA is much more bronze, and this one has a little bit more of like a red undertone. On the bottom here, I added his last original blush, and this is called Oh She's Different, which was the deepest shade. But I thought that these looked more similar, so that's why I swatched them next to each other. So looking at these swatches, I can definitely tell that the pink shade in the palette is much more cool toned than the original, which I think is really pretty. It almost has a little bit of a blue undertone or purple undertone. It's definitely cool toned. Then the middle shade, this is more creamsicle orange, whereas this one is more vibrant, I would say like a coral pink. And then the She's So LA from the original is one of my favorites. It's a very like bronzy blush, very unique. And the one in the palette is similar, same depth, but this one looks like it has a little bit more of like a red burgundy undertone. So overall, I really think that they're different enough if you do have these that you could pick this up. And I'm actually happy that he did that. I was thinking when I saw the palette, I hope it's not repeats, and I love that he did 3 brand new shades. So now that we've gone over them, let's go ahead and apply them. So if you're not familiar with Patrick Ta, he's an amazing makeup artist, and he actually does interesting techniques and applications, and I'm gonna follow the way that he suggests to use this. You may think it's a little bit crazy, but when he demos these, and actually on the Sephora app, it says apply powder with a fluffy complexion brush, and then it says layer cream to the apples of the cheeks with fingertips or a foundation brush for a dewy, lifelike glow. Now I did also just watch a video on his Instagram just to kind of freshen up. He uses a brush to apply the powder, and then he actually puts the cream on top with a sponge. I love using a sponge with cream, so that's what I'm gonna do. A lot of people would say, oh my gosh, no, don't put a cream over a powder. This formula is so good that you can do that. Now I do have my face set with powder, and that's another reason I love these. They go beautifully over powder, even the creams. This formula is so special. So I'm gonna dip in first to the middle shade, which is called She's Vibrant. We're starting off with the powder. So when you dip in, there's quite a bit of pigment, so just tapping my brush off and starting to apply. If you're new to my channel, I like a lot of blush. And if you're not new, honey, you already knew that. So that is one dip in. I'm going in for another one. Why not? So this is She's Vibrant, the powder only. I mean, it definitely is vibrant. You can obviously do less, but you can also make this super intense. So this was about 2 layers of the powder. So let's now go in to the cream. So to apply the cream, I always use a beauty blender, and that's how he said to use it as well. So I'm dipping into the cream. You can see I have this on the back of my sponge, and then I like to just tap off on my hand just to make sure that I don't go overboard. And I use very light pressure. Ooh, you can immediately see the glow. I knew I was gonna love this, but wow. Look at how that just sort of gave me a glow, but it did not enhance my texture. It did not stick down. It was not hard to apply. It almost just like gives you, it brings your face to life. Wow, gorgeous. I'm gonna take it a little bit further because why not? Just so you can really get a feel for the shade. I mean, that's built up really heavily, but I love this shade. So this is what the She's Vibrant shade looks like with the powder and the cream. It's so gorgeous. I do feel that you don't have to make it as intense as I did. I did about 2 layers of the powder and about 2 to 3 layers of the cream, so you definitely can not go as hard as I did, but I just think the cream is so gorgeous without enhancing your texture. This is why I love this product so much. Ease of use, it's not lifting my powder. It's just honestly such a good formula. So I'm actually gonna wipe this off and then go in with the next shade and then wipe that off, and then I'm gonna do both cheeks rather than trying to take off both sides of my face, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I wiped everything off on this side and then reapplied. So I have bronzer, a little bit of highlight, and powder down. Now I wanna go in to She's Baked. So I'm gonna start out with the powder side and I'm gonna use a clean brush. This is the deepest shade in here, but I will say She's So LA, which is from the originals, is so gorgeous and it is sort of deeper, a little bit more of a bronzy tone. Now this one definitely has more like of a maroon burgundy undertone. So I'm just going to tap off and start applying. I'm gonna go in a little bit lighter here because I don't know. Oh my God, it's so pretty. Oh, I thought this one would be my least favorite. That is stunning. Wow. Oh, I love that. His blushes. Okay, so this is She's Baked, just the powder. I have to say, I really thought it would be a little bit deep for me, but now I'm gonna dip into the cream side. I'm just gonna use a different side of my sponge. And again, just grab product and then tap it off on the back of my hand. Honestly, his formula is just so forgiving. I love the ease of use. Oh my gosh, this color, it's killing me. So I'm just building this up. And I'm building this up heavily so you guys can actually see the color. I can't. I feel like I brought it up too high, but I don't give a shit because it's so beautiful. Okay, so this is She's Baked layered up with the powder and cream. I can't say enough good things about this. It looks scary in the pan to me personally, but on the cheeks, it's like if you tried She's So LA, which is gorgeous, and you add just like a pinch of a sunburnt, almost like red undertone. That's what this is. I'm obsessed. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this off now, and then I wanna move on to the lash shade and I'm gonna apply it to both sides. Maybe we'll even add a little bit more to play with, but I'm loving this so far. Okay, so I went ahead and redid my makeup on this side and I wanna go in with the lash shade. So this shade is the bright baby pink in here. I'm gonna start out with the powder side. This is the one that's called She's a Doll. I'm gonna use a new brush. You can see a lot of pigment comes off. I love a baby doll blush, so, you know, this may be, I thought this would be my favorite. I don't know, that last shade was surprisingly gorgeous. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do both sides so we can have some sort of matching cohesiveness. This is so beautiful. I love shades like this, so I'm not surprised. I knew that this shade I was going to love. I'm just sort of building it up. Again, you don't have to go as crazy as I do, but you know, I live for this. Okay, so this is She's a Doll, just the powder side. I mean, it really does give you baby doll cheeks. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I literally can't say enough good things about this. I knew I was gonna love it. If he didn't change the formula, I knew it was gonna be just so beautiful. I love the colors that he chose. So let's move in and add on the cream. I feel like I'm probably going to like die when we do this because I just know the creams are just so special. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into the cream side. And again, I'm just gonna use the other side of my sponge and dip in here. Oh my gosh, this is like Barbie doll color. And let's go ahead and apply. I'm fucking dead. Like, I'm literally fucking dead right now. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. It's like more beautiful than I literally thought. So I'm really building it up. I don't even know what to say. I literally don't know what to say. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So beautiful. So this is She's a Doll on both sides. I mean, this is definitely a baby doll Barbie pink, but it is so gorgeous. It almost is giving me a more intense, like the Dior Rosy Glow blush that everybody went crazy about and they thought that Kylie was wearing. It's giving me that sort of vibe, just very cool toned pink. Specifically, the powder side is reminding me of that Dior blush, just a little bit more pigmented. The Dior one adjusts to your skin tone and you have to really build it up. This one has more pigment, but it still has that sort of blue-based pink. It makes you look like you have a glow. Like, it's bizarre, but he knocked it out of the park. So I want to go in with a little bit of She's Baked up here of the cream. I can't help myself because, I mean, if we're going to go there, we're going to go there. So I just want to add a little bit to the backs of my cheeks. Oh my gosh, I can't. I love it. So I think I'm gonna leave the blush there, but you can definitely mix these. You can really use any combo you want, whether you wanna use one cream, one powder, just the cream. So let's get into my final thoughts. So in case it wasn't abundantly clear, I am absolutely obsessed and in love with this palette from Patrick Ta. I think he knocked it out of the park. I think this is a great price point as well. $58 obviously is not super affordable, but when you're getting 3 different brand new shades rather than paying $34 for one, I think that's a great option, and you can mix and match these. Mix the creams and the powders. The packaging is luxe. I really just love his brand. If you have not tried anything from his brand, I highly recommend you check this out. I think this is going to be a huge hit. It's probably going to sell out. This is just one of those releases that I feel like so many people are gonna love just like me. They just blend effortlessly. I feel like anybody could use these. It's basically makeup for dummies. You don't have to be a pro. You don't have to worry about if it's going to patch or lift off your powders, and you don't have to worry about if it's going to be too pigmented or not pigmented enough. It's just right. I think he knocked it out of the park. I love the colors. The shades in this palette are super vibrant and punchy. I love that he included this shade here. And let me tell you, when I saw this, I really thought this shade would be my least favorite. It's going to be too deep for me. It's not. It's gorgeous. So overall, I absolutely love this palette. I'm so happy to have it. Highly recommend it to every single one of you. If you're a blush lover like me, I just don't see how you wouldn't love this. So kudos to Patrick Ta. I will leave all the information down below that I can in terms of like when you can pick it up. Hopefully it's going to be coming to the online Sephora very soon. I will link all the rest of my makeup down below as well, but I want to know what you guys think. Are you loving it? Are you going to pick it up? I know a lot of you were excited for my review, so I'm so happy I could get this up pretty much ASAP. I was on the hunt. I was like, I will not rest until I get that palette. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new here, I hope you'll subscribe. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.